In the playlist to date, I've shown you examples of differentiation using different notation. In this video, I'm going to illustrate the different notation with reference to an example of 2x to the power 3, and I'm going to show how you differentiate that and how it looks using the different notation that is suggested by the slide you're currently looking at. So let's move on to the next slide, and we will start off with this. It's saying if y equals 2x to the power 3, find dy dx. So we know we have y equals 2x to the power 3, so dy dx will equal, we bring down the power to multiply the 2, and from the power we take 1. We can go on to say this is dy dx equals 6 x to the 2. Now, this is 6 because 3 times 2 was 6, and this is 2 because 3 minus 1 gave us the 2. Just to be clear, this power of 3 was used to multiply this 2, as you can see here. Then from this 3, we subtracted 1, as you can see here. Essentially, I'm going to differentiate the same example but using a different notation. Here you can see we're going to differentiate d dx of 2x to the power 3, and we've got to work out what this equals. So we can see we have d dx of 2x to the power 3. Now this will equal, we bring the 3 down to multiply the 2, and from the power we subtract 1, and this will give us 6x to the power 2. It is clear that the process is the same. We bring the power down, which is the 3, to multiply the 2 to give us the 6, and from the power of 3 we subtract 1, and that gives us x raised to the power 2. Let's now look at the same example but using different notation. Here we're saying if the f of x equals 2x to the 3, find f prime of x. So we have f of x equaling 2x to the 3. So f prime of x, we bring down the 3 to multiply the 2, and from the power of 3 we subtract 1. We can go on to say that f prime of x is therefore equal to 6x to the power 2. Again, we can see this power of 3 is brought to here to multiply the 2. And of course, 3 times 2 gives us 6. And from this power, we can see we subtract 1, and that gives us the power here of 2. It should be clear that regardless as to the notation used, the process, as highlighted, is the same in all cases. And in all 3 cases, you can see we get the same answer. In this video, I've demonstrated 3 notations. Now, I strongly recommend that you get familiar with all 3 of these notations. As you go forward with your work on calculus, some of these will be more relevant to the types of problems you're likely to need to be solving. But a knowledge of all 3 is important, and you'll come across all these 3 in various textbooks and in other lessons that you'll find on the internet and on YouTube. Just as an aside, but don't worry about it yet, there are also other notations. But these 3 notations, as seen in this video, will stand you in good stead for the time being.